Hi, my name is Jeff Hopkins, and I'm giving you the next update on my homemade woodwind controller, the Hopkins electronic Aerophone. What you just heard was me playing an example of the onboard synthesizer. This is being accomplished with a DSP G1 analog modeled synthesizer chip. If you come over here, this is being accomplished using a TNC 3.1 microcontroller, which is getting its MIDI data via the USB, and it's going and talking to a MIDI stream over to the DSP G1 chip, which then outputs the signal over to my my amp right now. You can also see I have hooked up a 1-inch OLED display, which is currently being used for debugging purposes, but will eventually be put onto my prototyped version as on screen as a display on the instrument itself. You can see here, this is my wooden mock-up body of my next iteration of prototype. The neat thing about this prototype is that it's using variable resistive pressure pads underneath each of the keys. You can see an example right here. The polymer itself actually changes resistance depending on the pressure on it, similar to a normal touch sensor, but it's in a big sheet that I can cut off little squares into and make individual sensors. I would have liked to have had this prototype done by now, but regrettably life got in the way, and this is where I'm at right now, but I have made significant progress in getting the onboard synthesizer working. As you heard, the synthesizer itself is pretty responsive and makes pretty good sound only using one voice. There's no patches, but it's very similar to an EWI 4000 or similar to other analog synthesizers. Eventually the DSP G1 will actually be located on the instrument itself, and we'll be using a transceiver in the 433 megahertz range for my instrument itself, and it'll all be self-contained in the instrument, so you can practice with headphones or plug it into something you want, so you don't have to rely on a computer. So that's what I have right now for an update. Hopefully over the next month or so I will be able to finish my next prototype on the wooden construction and show you guys some really cool things you can do with individual pressure pads underneath each key. You can do things like vibrato like a stringed instrument, or do pitch bends by just pressing harder on each key. It really brings out a lot more expressiveness that you don't get any other way. So that's my update for right now, and I'll talk to you guys later.